I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I find it very, very easy to be true. I find myself alone when each day's through. Yes, I'll admit that I'm a fool for you. Because you're mine, I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right. Because you're mine, I walk the line. You've got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide. For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Baby, I get so scared inside and I don't really understand. Is it love that's on my mind or is it fantasy?
Heaven is in the palm of my hand and it's waiting here for you. What am I supposed to do with a childhood tragedy? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain unchanged? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain the same? Sometimes it's hard to hold on, so hard to hold on to my dreams. It isn't always what it seems when you're face to face with me.
Like a dagger, you stab me in the heart and takes the blood from my blade. And when we sleep, would you shelter me in your warm and darkened grave? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain unchanged? If I close my eyes forever, told you lies. If I could have just one more wish, I'd wipe the cobwebs from my eyes. If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain unchanged? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain the same? Oh yeah.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. You gotta close your eyes for me. Over the mountains, take me across the sky. Something in my visions, something deep inside. Where did I wander? Where do you think I wandered to? I've seen lights magic, astral plane I traveled through. I heard them tell me that this land of dreams was now. I told them I had ridden shooting stars and said I'd show them how. Over and over, always try to get away. Living in a daydream, only place I had to stay. Fever of a breakouts, burning in me miles wide. People around me, talking to the walls inside. I heard them tell me that this land of dreams was now. I told them I had ridden shooting stars and said I'd show them how.
One night we were out on tour getting ready to
Don't need no astrology. It's inside of you and me. You don't need the ticket to fly with me. I'm free. Yeah.
to do a show. And at the time, it really wasn't anything all that special. It was what you might call just another one-night stand. When I looked over my guitar, and there stood an old man. His cowboy clothes were frayed and worn, and his boots were far from new. He said, "I'd like to sit in with your band." You see, I'm a country singer too. Yeah, well, we just all had a big laugh. When I looked back at the old man, there was a tear in his eye. So I told the band to cool, 'cause I didn't want to see him cry. He reached down and he took my guitar with a determined look on his face. But then as he started to play and sing, a look of sadness took its place. He said, "I've sang my songs from Maine to California, seen the world through the window of a car. I never made a dime back when I made it, never saved a dime. I always thought someday I'd be a star, but now my voice is cracked and no one wants me. My wife gave up on me years ago. It's been so long, my kid don't even know me. And picking and singing is the only life I know." And then he said,
I wonder if God likes country music. Will there be a place up there to sing my song? Will he make my fingers nimble like they used to be, so I can play the chord and sing along? I wonder if God likes country music.
I just stood there.
Will there be a place
None of us
up there
really knew what to say.
sing my song?
He took my old guitar and he sat it down ever so gently. And then as he turned to leave, the band stood up and applauded. But I can still hear his words today.
I wonder if God likes country music. Will there be a place up there to sing my song? Will he make my fingers nimble like they used to be, so I can play the chord and sing along?
And now, in the Marty Robbins Spotlight, here is Bill Anderson.
Though you broke my heart, still, though we're far apart, After all this time, still, you're still on my mind. I love you still. I've lost count of the hours, and I've lost track of the days. In fact, I've lost just about everything since you went away. Everything, that is, except the memories you left me. And that's one thing that no one can mar. I don't know who you're with. I don't even know where you've gone. My only hope is that someday you might hear this song, and you'll know that I wrote it especially for you. And I love you wherever you are. Still, after all this time, still, you're still on my mind. Love you still. This flame in my heart is like an eternal fire. For every day it burns hotter, and every day it burns higher. And I haven't been able to put out one little flicker, not even with all of these tears. My friends all think I'm crazy, and maybe I am. But I'll carry this torch just as long as I can. For someday you might just decide to come home, and I want you to know I'm still here. Still, though you broke my heart. Still, though we're far apart, I love you still.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget, you can see full episodes of some of your favorite shows at www.
It was during the Vietnam conflict. A bunch of soldiers had been on a long hike. They arrived in a town called Saigon. And the next day, being Sunday, several of the boys went to church. After the chaplain read the prayer, the text was taken up. Those of the boys who had prayer books took them out. But one boy had only a deck of cards, so he spread them out. The sergeant in charge of the boys saw the cards and said, "Soldier, put away those cards." And after the service was over, the soldier was taken prisoner and brought before the provost marshal. The marshal said, "Sergeant, why have you brought this man here?" "For playing cards in church, sir." "And what have you to say for yourself, son?" "Much, sir," the soldier replied. The marshal said, "I hope so, for if not, I shall punish you severely." "You see, sir, I've been on the march for 6 days, and I had neither Bible nor prayer book. But I hope to satisfy you, sir, with the purity of my intentions. You see, sir, when I look at the ace, it reminds me there is but one God. And when I see the deuce, it reminds me that the Bible is divided into 2 parts, the Old and the New Testaments. And when I see the tray, I think of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And when I see the 4, I think of the 4 evangelists who preached the gospel. They were Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And when I see the 5, it reminds me of the 5 wise virgins who trimmed their lamps. There was 10 of them. 5 were wise and were saved. 5 were foolish and were shut out. And when I see the 6, it reminds me that in 6 days God made this great heaven and earth. And when I see the 7, it reminds me that on the 7th day God rested. And when I see the 8, I think of the 8 righteous persons God saved when he destroyed this earth. There was Noah, his wife, and their 3 sons and their wives. And when I see the 9, I think of the lepers our Savior cleansed, and 9 of the 10 didn't even thank him. And when I see the King, it reminds me once again, there is but one King of heaven, God Almighty. And when I see the Queen, I think of the Blessed Virgin Mary, who is Queen of heaven, and the jackanapes is the devil. And when I count the number of spots on a deck of cards, I find 365, the number of days in a year. There are 52 cards, the number of weeks in a year. There are 13 tricks, the number of weeks in a quarter. And there are 4 suits, the number of weeks in a month. There's 12 picture cards, the number of months in a year. So you see, sir, my deck of cards served me as a Bible, almanac, and prayer book. And friends, this story is true because my son was that soldier.
When the cowboy sings
I was on the outskirts of a little southern town, trying to reach my destination before the sun went down. The old CB was blaring away on Channel 19 when there came a little boy's voice on the radio line. And he said, "Breaker 19, is anyone there? Come on back, truckers, and talk to Teddy Bear." Well, I keyed the mic and I said, "You got it, Teddy Bear." And the little boy's voice came back on the air. "Appreciate the break. Who we got on that end?" I told him my handle, and then he began. "Now, I'm not supposed to bother you fellas out there. Mom says you're busy and for me to stay off the air. But you see, I get lonely and it helps to talk. 'Cause that's about all I can do. I'm crippled and can't walk." Well, I came back and told him to fire up that mic, that I'd talk to him as long as he liked. "This was my dad's radio," the little boy said. "But I guess it's mine and Mom's now, 'cause my daddy's dead. Dad had a wreck about a month ago. He was trying to get home in the blinding snow. Mom has to work now to make ends meet, and I'm not much help with my 2 crippled feet. She says not to worry, that everything will be all right. But I hear her crying sometimes late at night. But you know, there's one thing I want more than anything else to see. Oh, I know you guys are too busy to bother with me. But you see, my dad used to take me for rides when he was home. But I guess it's all over now, since my daddy's gone. Not one breaker came on the old CB as that little cripple boy talked with me. And I tried hard to swallow a lump that just wouldn't stay down as I thought about my boy back in Greenville town. Dad was going to take Mom and me with him later on this year. Well, I remember him saying, "This old truck will be yours someday, Teddy Bear." But I know I'll never get to ride another 18-wheeler again. But this old base will keep me in touch with all my trucker friends. Teddy Bear gonna back on out now and leave you alone, 'cause it's about time for Mom to come home. But you give me a shout when you're passing through, and I'll sure be happy to come back to you. Well, I came back and I said, "Before you go, 1010, what's your home 20, little CB friend?" Well, he gave me his address, and I didn't once hesitate, 'cause this hot load of freight is just gonna have to wait. Well, I turned that truck around on a dime and headed straight for Jackson Street, 229. And as I rounded the corner, oh, I got one heck of a shock. 18-wheelers were lined up for 3 city blocks. Well, I guess every driver for miles around had caught Teddy Bear's call, and that little crippled boy was having a ball. 'Cause as fast as one driver would carry him in, another would carry him back to his truck and take off again. Well, you better believe I took my turn at riding Teddy Bear, and I carried him back in, and put him down in his chair. And, buddy, if I never live to see happiness again, I want you to know I saw it that day in the face of that little man. We took up a collection for him before his mom got home, and each driver said goodbye, and then they were all gone. He shook my hand with a mile-long grin and said, "So long, Tucker. I'll catch you again." Well, I hit that interstate with tears in my eyes. And I turned on the radio, and I got another surprise. Breaker 19 came a voice on the air. Just one word of thanks from Mama Teddy Bear. We wish each and every one a special prayer for you, 'cause you just made my little boy's dream come true. I'll sign off now before I start to cry. And may God ride with you. 10-4. And goodbye.
Born in the valley and raised in the trees of western Kentucky on wobbly knees, with Mama beside you to help you along. You'll soon be a growing up strong. All the long lazy mornings in pastures of green, the sun on your withers, the wind in your mane, could never prepare you for what lies ahead. The run for the roses so red, and it's a run for the roses as fast as you can. Your fate is delivered, your moment's at hand. It's the chance of a lifetime, in a lifetime of chance. And it's high time you joined in the dance. It's high time you joined in the dance. From sire to sire, it's born in the blood, the fire of a mare and the strength of a stud. It's breeding and it's training and it's something unknown that drives you and carries you home. And it's a run for the roses as fast as you can. Your fate is delivered, your moment's at hand. It's the chance You ask me if I love you, and I choke on my reply. I'd rather hurt you honestly than mislead you with a lie. And who am I to judge you on what you say or do? I'm only just beginning to see the real you. And sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much, and I have to close my eyes and hide. I wanna hold you till I die, till we both break down and cry. I wanna hold you till the fear in me subsides. Romance and all its strategy leaves me battling with my pride. But through the insecurity, some tenderness survives. I'm just another writer, still trapped within my truth. A hesitant prize fighter, still trapped within my youth. And sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much, and I have to close my eyes and hide. I wanna hold you till I die, till we both break down and cry. I wanna hold you till the fear in me subsides. At times I'd like to break you and drive you to your knees. At times I'd like to break through and hold you endlessly. At times I understand you, and I know how hard you try. I've watched while love commands you, and I've watched love pass you by. At times I think we're drifters, still searching for a friend, a brother or a sister. But then the passion flares again. And sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much, and I have to close my eyes and hide. I wanna hold you till I die, till we both break down and cry. I wanna hold you till the fear in me subsides.
joke of the neighborhood. Why should you care if you're feeling good? We'll take the long way home. Take the long way home. There are times that you feel you're part of the scenery. All the greenery is coming down, boy. And then your wife seems to think you're part of the furniture. Oh, it's peculiar. She used to be so nice. When lonely days turn to lonely nights, you take a trip to the city lights and take the long way home. Take the long way home. You never see what you wanna see. Forever playing to the gallery. You take the long way home. Take the long way home. When you're up on the stage, it's so unbelievable, unforgettable. How they adore you. But then your wife seems to think you're losing your sanity. Oh, calamity. Oh, is there no way out? Oh, yeah. Does it feel that your life's become a catastrophe? Oh, it has to be for you to go, boy. When you look through the years and see what you could have been, oh, what you might have been if you had had more time. So when the day comes to settle down, well, who's to blame if you're not around? You took the long way home. You took the long way home. You took the long way home. Soon again, you took the long way home. You took the long way home. So long, you took the long way home. You took the long way home. Ooh, yeah, you took the long way home. Long way home, 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 long way
Lost and all alone, I always thought that I could make it on my own. But since you left, I hardly make it through the day. My tears get in the way, and I need you back to stay. I wander through the night and search the world to find the words to make it right. All I want is just the way it used to be, with you here close to me. I've got to make you see that I'm lost without your love. Life without you isn't worth the Hey Daddy, I got a problem. Last night I took my girlfriend for a ride, and the way she touched my hand, Dad, got this funny feeling deep inside. So I leaned over and I kissed her. I put my arms around her, and then, well, she reached up and she slapped me. She said, "You're just like all the other men." Son, you're talking to the wrong man. If you wanna know what girls are all about, you're talking to the wrong man. I still ain't got your mama figured out. By the way, son, I've got a problem. I wonder, could you talk with me a while? See, lately, your mama, she ignores me, hardly ever gives me a little smile. So I was thinking maybe you could show me the way you younger fellas comb your hair. Think I need to change my style, son. Could you show me something really cool to wear? Dad, you're talking to the wrong man. If you wanna know what girls are all about, you're talking to the wrong man. Still ain't got my girlfriend figured out. So I guess we'll just go fishing, or maybe head out to that old golf course today. Amen. When our buddies ask us about women, I think I know exactly what we'll say. Boys, you're talking to the wrong men. If you wanna know what girls are all about, you're talking to the wrong men. Still ain't got them women figured out. Still ain't got them women figured out.
The deception with tight. Just what are you trying to say? You got a blank face that irritates. Communicate will not your body piece. You see dimensions into. State your case with black or white. But when one little cross leads to shots, grit your teeth. You run for cover so discreet. Why don't they do what they say? Say what you mean. One thing leads to another. You told me something wrong. I know I listened too loud, but then one thing leads to another. The impression that you sound pulses in and out like I said. But the long face that you see comes from living close to your fears. This is up and I'm up, but you're running out of sight. You see your name on the walls. And when one little bump leads to shot, just a beat, you run for cover in this heat. Why don't they do what they say? Say what they mean. One thing leads to another. Told me something wrong. I know I listened too loud, but then one thing leads to another.
I feel a trembling tingle of a sleepless night creep through my fingers, and the moon is bright. Beams of blue come flickering through my window pane, like gypsy moths that dance around a candle flame. And I wonder if you know that I never understood, that although you said you'd go, until you did, I never thought you would. Moonlight used to bathe the contours of your face, and wild chestnut hair fell all around the pillowcase, and the fragrance of your flowers rest beneath my head, a sympathy bouquet left with a love that's dead. And I wonder if you know that I never understood, that although you said you'd go, until you did, I never thought you would. Never thought the words you said were true, never thought you said just what you meant, never knew how much I needed you, never thought you'd leave until you went. Morning comes and morning goes with no regret, and evening brings the memories I can't forget. Empty rooms that echo as I climb the stairs, and empty clothes that drape and fall on empty chairs. And I wonder if you know that I never understood, that although you said you'd go, until you did, I never thought you would.
Seems everything I buy these days has got a foreign name.
From the kind of car I drive to my video game,
I got a Nikon camera, a Sony color TV,
but the one that I love is from the USA and standing next to me.
My baby is American made, born and bred in the USA. From her silky long hair to her sexy long beard, my baby is American made. She looks good in her tight blue jeans she bought in Mexico.
loves wearing French perfume everywhere we go.
But when it comes to the loving part, one thing is true.
My baby's genuine USA, red, white, and blue.
My baby is American made, born and is American made. My baby is American made. Born and bred in the USA. From her silky long hair to her sexy long legs. My baby is American made. My baby is American made. Born and bred in the USA. From her silky long hair to her sexy long legs. My baby is American made. My baby is American made.
Friday night, it was late, I was walking you home. We got down to the gate and I was dreaming of the night. Would it turn out right? How to tell you, girl, I wanna build my world around you. Tell you that it's true. I wanna make you understand. I'm talking about a lifetime plan. That's the
precious beauty lies just beyond the eye. It goes running through the soul like the stories told of old. Old man, he and his dog that walked the old land. Every flower touched his cold hand as he slowly walked by, weeping willows cry for joy. Joy feels so good. It feels so good. It's frightening. Wish I could stop this world from fighting. Mystery like this and many others in the trees, flow in the night in the southern sky. Southern nights, they feel so good. It's a frightening. Wish I could stop this world from fighting. Down, 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 down,
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say if your love grows as your heart shows? Only time. We gotta
on a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere. I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light, and the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
Harper Valley Junior High. Well, her daughter came home one afternoon and didn't even stop to play. And she said, "Mama, got a note here from the Harper Valley PTA." Well, the note said, "Mrs. Johnson, you're wearing your dress is way too high. It's reported you've been drinking and running round with men and going wild. And we don't believe you ought to be bringing up your little girl this way." And it was signed by the secretary, Harper Valley PTA. Well, it happened that the PTA was gonna meet that very afternoon. And they were sure surprised when Mrs. Johnson wore her miniskirt into the room. And as she walked up to the blackboard, I can still recall the words he's away. And Mr. Baker, can you tell us why your secretary had to leave this town? And shouldn't Widow Jones be told to keep her window shades all pulled completely down? Well, Mr. Harper couldn't be here 'cause he stayed too long at Kelly's bar again. And if you smell Shirley Thompson's breath, you'll find she's had a little nip of gin. And then you have the nerve to tell me you think that as a mother I'm not fit. Well, this is just a little Peyton place, and you're all Harper Valley hypocrites. No, I wouldn't put you on because it really did. It happened just this way. The day my mama socked it to the Harper Valley PTA. The day my mama socked it to the Harper Valley PTA.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Get rough, and friends just can't be found like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me Sail on, silver girl, sail